Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby. And let's just say the boys are back in town.
She got away, know what I say? She can't choke, she don't know what to do.
She's gotta go. Bye. I know that you love this flow. We just chillin', we just villains. We just chillin', we some villains.
I love it up, get the ammo and I stick it up. I grab shots on the top of shots, I bust the clip and I let it dip. I make it poop, make it explode. Touch your toes, hit your nose. Can you touch your toes?
No, Renee's laptop. And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. It's Barnes, it's Tony.
What's up, bro?
It's Mike, and we are at Bowlmor, Norwalk, Connecticut. We're at the lanes. We've been talking about bowling all week, Tony. How pumped are you?
Dude, oh my God, I'm so amped to be here. I mean, you guys know me. We've talked about it a while, right? I love bowling, food, beer, sports, like bowling. What more can you ask for?
Absolutely, and we already got one practice roll in. Me and you, same score.
Yeah,
The upset alert is still on. Pair of nines, no? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I got 10, bro. I spared.
Oh, I did it again.
Oh my God.
No. Wait. Okay.
I'm A down there, dude. I'm A.
But yeah, so that when you've gotten, I said you chunked the first roll.
But Renee bowled for me first. There was a mix-up, dude.
Like, you only had one roll.
I had one roll. That's why I spared. Yes. So
and she went first as well.
She went first, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Understand, you have some clarity, but obviously appreciate Bowlmor having us here. Fun to be here, and we're ready to go. So let's get right into it.
Yeah,
the world of Major League.
Giving chases, Judge, and he dives into the stand.
Rob begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna.
The wall is gone! 3-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
All right. So we are going to start, obviously, with the Yankees. Game in progress right now, but let's start with last night, Tony. 4-3 at the end of the day, and your guy, Nestor Cortez Jr., 6 1/3, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts, a career high, no decision, 2.60 ERA this season, 79 innings pitched, 11 games started. I mean, what more can we say about Nestor Cortez Jr.? How many times does he need to keep doing this to prove that he's a really good pitcher?
Honestly, I think at this point it is proven, dude. I mean, again, you think of Nestor, the stash, the aura, whether he shaves it or not, dude, he still has it. He's got good stuff. He mixes his pitches. His location is on point. The changing of arm angles and everything, he keeps batters guessing. And because of that, he gets results, dude. And especially with a team, with the Yankees, where they kind of struggled a little bit with their rotation. I mean, it's a breath of fresh air, honestly.
This just
really
in, the Giants have just scored here on Monday Night Football. It is a total of 6-0 already, baby.
Daniel Jones with the rushing touchdown. 6-0 Giants. Extra
Also,
pending.
Anthony was once one frame away from a perfect game. Mary Materiello.
Not even one frame, one roll away. One pin.
He's in. They just did the slow-mo. Jones is in.
Jones
Giants
is in. Daniel Jones runs it in. Oh, yeah.
We'll obviously
dude.
keep giving you the updates as they come in.
Love to see it.
Back
Thank you,
to the
Mom.
game last night, like you said, Nestor impressed. And then it was nice to see third day in a row pitching. First time in over 3 years, Aroldis Chapman, 1-2-3 for his 27th save, 2.63 ERA, his last 15 appearances. After that tough stretch, I mean, there has been a couple spotty performances. Other than that, he's really done the job, which has been big with the Loizaga injury. Great now for the season.
Right.
Green's ineffectiveness. They need Chapman.
I know, and it's honestly lovely to see him step up. I mean, honestly, I was counting him out like a few weeks ago.
Right.
Honestly, I was thinking, he has the yips. He's totally in his own head. His location is gone. He's giving up home runs left and right. not reliable at all. He's kind of slowly making his way there. He's kind of proving himself again, I guess. But, I mean, honestly, still at this point, still a little sour, dude. You still be a little sour.
Oh, yeah. But unfortunately, you have to work with what you have. It's not even that. If we had other guys that were producing, I would want to put them out there. Right now, other than Clay Holmes, who else could you really trust going into the game? Maybe Wandy Peralta, but he's been a little spotty recently.
Yeah, dude. So it's kind of, I guess, the best of the worst type of situation, you know. But again, if he's gonna climb back like this, hopefully by the time the postseason comes around, he'll be back into it.
Right, exactly. So hopefully he continues this. And then you look at the offensive side of the ball. I mean, didn't overwhelm you last night. You only had 2 runs going into the 9th inning. Early, Gio Urshela home run, his 12th. First home run since the 4th of July. Other than that, no offense till the 9th inning. We talked about Green. He blows it down, up 0-2 in the count. Gives up the 2-run homer to Austin Hayes. So Green, 14th home run allowed this year. Very concerned about him. But what can you do? I mean, it's just like with Chapman when he's been going through it. You don't. What other better options you have? But I have to say, I really don't have any confidence in Green. I'm to the level, even though the numbers have never been that bad as Chapman's, I feel the same way as I'm sure as I felt about Chapman a month or 2 ago.
Right. No, you're totally right. It's kind of funny to see how they've been kind of teeter-tottering, you know? Because, of course, you know, your go-to guy in the beginning of the season, especially, Chapman was untouchable, you know? And then he kind of falls off. Chad Green comes in, you know, and then he's kind of on top. And now we're kind of teetering back the other way at this point, you know? It's pretty crazy how inconsistent they've both been.
Right.
But at different times. You know, I guess it's kind of good that Chapman's coming back, but obviously, optimally, you want them both firing at the same time.
And I'm so, like, confused in terms of Chad Green, what to do, because it's just like, I mean, I know the ability's there, but also, besides this year, big spots, he has blown it before, but then it's like, okay, if we don't overuse him, can he be effective pitching for us? So that's why it's like, I don't know what to do with them. I mean, I don't know what you think.
Dude, I mean, it's a tough position to kind of be in for the management of the Yankees. I mean, you can even use Chapman as an example. You know, his stuff is still there, just like Chad Green. We've seen them succeed, like very well, actually, almost being untouchable. And then they just kind of get into like this mental slump, I guess you could say. I mean, maybe it just comes with the trade of being a closer. You know, you're in high pressure situations a lot, and you're expected to perform to perfection in those situations. So, I mean, it's really nothing you could teach, you know? Like when they're in this slump, it's absolutely a mental thing. Mechanically, they're sound.
Right.
They're not doing anything wrong. It's just mentally they get in their own head, they lose focus, they kind of buckle under the pressure, and I think it just kind of takes time to get back to where you were, you know?
And you think, though, at the same time, it's convenient to say, okay, Green's burned out. He's been used too much. When it's like, you look at last night, he was pitching great, lights out, and it's like a matter of location.
Right.
Gary set up way out of the strike zone, up, and he did not hit his target. So it's like, is it really more about burnt out or bad decisions in clutch situations?
No, I think maybe a little bit of both. But I mean, in terms of burnt out, you know, I mean, these bullpen guys, they get their rest days sometimes. You know, they're expected to perform when they get called in. That's the whole point of the bullpen, is to be reliable, to be trustworthy. So, I mean, again, obviously, with how the rotation has been for the Yankees, yes, the bullpen is a little bit overused, I would say. But, I mean, I think it's between that and his execution is not there.
Yeah. So we'll see, you know, what happens as far as the pitching, the bullpen's concerned. But back to the offense. So Urshela, the only offense of the game up until the 9th inning. They get a couple guys on. Gleyber Torres, who had 2 hits last night, gets a single in the 9th. You got 2 runners on. Tyler Wade pinch running for Luke Voigt. They do a double steal. I don't know if you saw the play, but it was like just out of nowhere. There's one out. Gardner's up. He's falling off pitches. Very risky. Wade gets in by the skin of his teeth, and it's just like also one of those situations where, okay, you're safe, you get in there, but then the ability to stay on the bag because they're holding that tag for a couple seconds.
Dude.
It was so impressive, and it made the whole game because Gardner, I think it was an 8-9 pitch at bat. He ends up looping one, and because of the double steal, infield brought in to prevent them from scoring. If they were playing at normal depth, it was an easy just catch. And
Right.
honestly, Glaber would have been doubled off because he was way past second. But at the end of the day, you'll take those runs. That's what set up the Chapman 1-2-3. But it was just an exciting game. You feel like it shouldn't be that close with the Orioles. But at the end of the day, we know the ability of the Yankees. Does it matter how they win, or does it matter that they just get into the postseason? Because we've seen with teams in the past, anything can happen once you're there.
No, yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I think it matters a little bit how they win, you know? I mean, you still, sometimes you wouldn't feel as good as, you know, if it was a total blowout. But I will say that double steal, I would say managerial decision of the year for the Yankees.
Right.
Totally ballsy. I mean, we talked about how kind of subpar their base running has been. Kind of really haven't been risky in terms of stealing bases because of that. But you look at Wade, he's a fast guy. You can take people by surprise necessarily. And that call kind of obviously worked out. It could have gone either way. You know, the call was so close. But, you know, that was one of those calls that we haven't seen a lot of, but it did go in the Yankees' favor, which you love to see that. And then, dude, Brett Gardner, I mean, unsung hero of the year. Can you not tell me? He really is.
Absolutely speechless.
3 for
Tony,
4
what did I
last
say?
night.
What did I say when we were at the Mets Yankees? Has he the past couple months? Is he not every time it's a big spot?
When they were in their slump, like
He's
was
the only
hitting.
guy.
He's bringing up the entire attitude, the mentality of the ball club.
Cheater.
Maybe Uncle Richie called it earlier in the season. The guy's got more heart than anyone else in the whole ball club. But I mean, not only is he showing it, but he's performing now because of it. I mean, you got to tip your hat to him, dude. How old is he? 40?
39, 39?
38,
38?
I believe. I could be mistaken.
I mean, you got to love to see that. I think he's the only Yankee with
From the
a
09.
ring?
Yeah, from 09.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Obviously,
Sabathia was the
Chapman
other
has a ring, but not with the Yankees, right? So, dude, only ring left on the Yankee team from when they won the World Series. I mean, you got to respect that, dude. And now, like I said, now him actually performing, it kind of shows, you know, what his leadership role is in the clubhouse and everything like that, dude.
Yeah, no, and I have to say, I mean, that hit in the ninth, I mean, I don't know if we can quite give him credit for that. I mean, obviously it worked, but the other hits have been great. And then you look at the track record, last 7 games, 364, Tony, 682 slugging percentage. I mean, you know how much stuff I gave him, and people are already starting with he should be back next year. Please, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but he's still stepping up at the same time.
Yeah, he definitely is stepping up at the right time. And of course, you know, for at this time for the Yankees, they need everyone to step up, you know, and to have that right now is key for getting to the postseason. It's key.
Absolutely, and especially with the teams that you're in contention with.
Right.
Yesterday, the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, they won their games earlier than when the Yankees played. Yankees get the win, so obviously that felt great. And then today, we are 1 out away from Yankee victory. Clay Holmes on the mound, 2 outs, and we have a strike on Austin Wins. Game was on before, but
Right.
of course.
Now I don't see it.
Football, it trumps everything, so we don't have the game on, but I'm watching on Game Pass.
dude.
So hopefully we get the final out here. But how did we get here? How about Jordan Montgomery, a career high, 12 strikeouts in 5 2/3? I mean, they needed that, and I can't believe that he was able to strike out 12.
5 2/3.
12 Ks. 12.
That is unbelievable. I mean, especially for someone like him. I mean, he has good performances this season. Certainly the lack of run support has come into play, but I feel like as of late, you know, he's been a little bit underperforming. But 5 2/3 was it a high pitch count? Why did he get taken out?
You know, he had 100 pitches.
100 pitches, yeah. So a pretty high pitch count. I mean, I guess you could say he struggled with location, but I guess in those big spots, he got a strikeout, right? 12 Ks. That is phenomenal for him. So, I mean, you got to love that.
Yeah. I mean, offense a little concerning. I mean, only 2 runs to this point, but you did get a Joey Gallo home run. Urshela comes up, gets an RBI. So we'll take it. Hopefully they can close this out. 2-2 count on Austin Wins. So 1 strike away, Tony, from sweeping the Orioles on to the next one. And it's important because, you know, you look around the scoreboards, the teams that they need to pass, they're winning at the moment. So, you know, you got to just work with that, see what happens. But, you know, it's a shame, too. You're really thin today, having to have Holmes close out. But what are you going to do? You can't pitch Chapman 4 days in a row.
No, dude, you can't pitch Chapman 4 days in a row. But, I mean, getting the sweep against the Orioles, I mean, you heard me talking about it. The Orioles have been a thorn in the Yankees' side all season. And to kind of, you know, in this big spot, especially, I mean, I was expecting them to lose some games here, especially against the Orioles, and they kind of stepped up finally. Again, not a lot of runs, but I mean, when it counted, you know, they got those runs, they got the run support, their pitching came up
They
big.
just tied it up, dude. I'm not even kidding.
I may have jinxed this whole game.
Jason Libertelli, I'm here for the bowling.
Oh, I'm here for the bowling, Jay.
On a wild pitch, Tony. They scored on a wild pitch. Get Gary Sanchez out of the game. I can't believe I'm even saying this right now.
Was it Sanchez, though, or was it a bad wild pitch?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm watching a game
God
cast.
forbid they have a game on, dude. Not even one
I think
TV.
I don't know if it was a strikeout, and then you know. Okay. No.
What do you
Next
got,
pitch, he
dude?
struck him out. We're going to extra innings. Embarrassing. But Tony, like I said, I'm sorry. I know you said it matters how they win. You got to just win the game. So let's go
At
win
this
the
point,
game.
obviously, you have to. I mean, you go out there, man on second, you have to score. It's imperative that you score. I kind of forget what I was saying before, but again,
I'm so tired of you, dude.
Dude.
I believe in jinxes. No, I'm just kidding. I don't believe in jinxes. But oh man, dude,
I was
that
literally
stinks.
just saying,
one strike, dude. One strike away. I don't even know what to say. Dude. I really.
the Orioles all year has been a thorn in the Yankees side, dude. That's tough. I'm sorry, dude. But again,
But
I
it's
mean,
not over.
You would expect it's not over. It's just tied. Extra innings. Yankees totally have this, dude.
Uncle
Man on
Richie,
second.
wild pitch.
Uncle Richie, we don't have
pitch.
the game on. Could you please tell us? Was it Sanchez's fault or was it Holmes' fault? We need to know.
Uncle Richie, please tell us. We need to know. Just let us know. But yeah, dude. So hopefully they get out of this, dude. I would imagine Wade's on second, right? I mean, Speedy. Come on, dude. But besides that,
Stanton struck out.
already?
What? It was the pitcher's fault, Uncle Richie. It was the pitcher's fault.
Pitcher's fault. This
The
just did Uncle
pitcher's
Richie.
fault. But dude, they got rid of. I don't know. It seems like they lost their DH. They have Clay Holmes in the lineup.
This just in, Uncle Richard Giaffretto. It was the pitcher's fault. Clay Holmes, wild pitch, not Gary Sanchez.
Jason Libertelli, yo, what happened to Nick Gates?
What?
Who?
It's like a football thing, dude?
I don't know.
Yeah, who's Nick Gates? You guys know?
I don't know.
Okay, nothing, Jay.
Two wild pitches, dope. Quote unquote, Uncle Richie.
He said dope?
Oh,
Dope.
yes, there
No
was another
way.
wild pitch. There was another wild pitch. And this is why, though, Tony, I use the MLB at bat app. I'm using ESPN.com.
That's-
I have no idea who's up, who's on
Right,
second,
rookie
who's
move,
pitching.
dude.
Um,
Rookie move. But anyway,
Football
Judge
Giants.
up, Judge up. Sulzer pitching.
Nick Gates is on the Giants.
Nick Gates is on the Giants. It's news to me.
I don't know. It's commercial right now, dude. Not great TV
So-
here at Bowlmor Lanes. Oh, about the bowling. We're here for the bowling, not for the TVs, dude.
Dude,
Come on.
I think there's something. It's trying to say that Clay Holmes is pinch running for Giancarlo Stanton.
The lineman got carted off.
That makes no sense. Oh, you hate to see that, Jay.
This
Breaking
is-
news, though, Jay.
There's no way, though. ESPN.com says this. Have you ever seen something so ridiculous? It's not true.
Never in my life.
It still won't update. I don't even know, Tony, how I can
Barnes,
continue
Take a
until I
deep breath.
know what's
I can
going
tell
on.
You cannot continue right now.
But I guess we have to, so hopefully they close it out. I'll give you updates, but it's your time, Tony. Let's talk Mets. Let's talk what happened yesterday. I'm going to leave the floor to you. I'll comment after. Go.
All right, dude. So Mets lose to the Cardinals 11-4. I'm going to talk about the game first. A little bit more drama with the Mets outside the games, which we've seen all year, but they lose 11-4. And, I mean, it sounds bad, right? But a little bit of a gut-wrenching loss. I mean, you put Tyler McGill in there. He goes 3 innings, giving up 9 hits, I believe. 9 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, only 3 Ks. Did not last long. I mean, I'll give it to him. I mean, it was Goldschmidt, it was Arenado, it was Sosa. You know, these are good hitters. These are pitchers. These are batters, that are hitting pitches
All right.
outside the strike zone. They're
Quick update. Sorry to cut you off. I have the game live here.
What do we got? dude?
It's top of the 10th. Aaron Judge is up right now, man on second.
Who's on second? Does it say?
I will tell you in one second.
Brett Gardner.
Brett
is
Gardner's on second.
base.
It's tied 2-2 against the Orioles. 0 outs. Aaron Judge up to
At
bat.
the plate, dude. Means strikeout, low and
No,
away.
home run coming. Pitch is up and high. Ball 1.
Ooh.
All right, keep going. No, I got you with the updates. I'm here, Cards. I'm here, Cards.
Appreciate it.
Got you,
Continue,
bud.
Tony. Continue.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, you got to
Mets.
give credit to the Cardinals. I mean, like I said, Goldschmidt, Arenado, Sosa, all coming up big last night. I think they've given up maybe like 6 home runs last night, but you know, those batters go out and they dig for balls that are out of the strike zone. So they're impressive hitters. But then to boot, our pitchers are just leaving balls over the middle of the plate, sliders, fastballs, middle. I mean, Tyler got taken out quickly, and then we put in Miguel Castro, he gets behind the ball, he has good velocity, but again, location has just been struggling, dude. He's walking batters, he's throwing balls constantly. And honestly, to sum up Miguel Castro's year,
I was just talking about it.
yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Dude. Fourth inning, I forget, Lester's the pitcher for the Cardinals,
The
right?
Cardinals, yes.
Lester's on third base. Castro
Blowing away.
Castro throws a wild pitch past McCann. McCann has to run for the ball, and Castro is just standing at the mound, totally forgetting there's a guy on third base.
What do you attribute that to? Lack of awareness?
I think it's lack of awareness. He's obviously upset with how poor his pitching has been. But regardless of how poor pitching has been, you have to be like aware of it. You have to be in the game. It just shows that he's not focused. He's not in the game.
Judge grounds out the first, 1 out. Tight.
That's okay.
Continue.
So it just shows he's not in the game. He's not all there mentally. So that's why he's not executing his right pitches. Thankfully, it was John Lester on third base. Lester didn't really know what to do. Froze at third. Did not score. Obviously, didn't matter in the end. But it's just like, bro, like get your head in the game, dude. Like all year with him, he's been just so like inconsistent. I guess you could say in the beginning of the year, their bullpen was on fire. Castro being one of them, but then he just totally dropped off.
Tell me he doesn't remind you with the awareness. Labor Suarez, did you see the play yesterday?
I did not see the play yesterday.
James Pond, no time to care. Mets suck, but Baez still a beast. Richie Judge ground out to Gardner on third. We know that, bro. The Wi-Fi is better at the bowling alley than at the studio. Joey Greenwood,
baby.
We
Love to
will
hear
tell
it, dude.
the owner of our building, Joey. Thank you very much.
16-liner. So he's playing second, obviously.
Right.
Runner on first. He doesn't catch it. The runners, he can easily turn a double play. Doesn't even look at second. Just throws to first yesterday.
Bonehead play, dude.
I mean, there's
What
no
are we
excuse.
doing?
That's Castro. That's
That
just
is
what you're
Castro,
talking
dude.
about.
I appreciate you bringing it back to the Yankees, by the way. Once again,
Comparison.
Do the comparison, dude.
Yes.
But anyway, and then again, I mean, obviously the Mets not producing offensively. 13 hits, but 1 for 14 with runners in scoring position. 25 men left on base, and you know, of course, a lot of it has to do with the Mets. But I mean, they got robbed from 2 3-run homers.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh, for Baez and Alonso, both of them were picked off by the center field. It would have been gone otherwise.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of tip your hat again to the Cardinals outfielders for their defense. Anytime the Mets had the opportunity to get closer and make this even a close enough game, I think both of those home runs, they would have been tying the game. So, I mean, you have to kind of, again, tip your hat to them for just shutting the door on the Mets. But in the end, dude, I mean, the Mets should be producing more than, 4 runs. They should be producing more. It's not even about the home runs. It's about having those runners in scoring position and bringing them in with small ball, you know? Like, it's just tough. We've seen it all year where the Mets struggled offensively. They don't have enough right away. I mean, first inning, you give it 5 runs. The Mets don't have the offense to kind of close in that gap, dude.
But then, you know what the sad part is, Tony? They do have the offense. They're just not doing it. That's the problem. You're going to break up the team, and you're going to see these guys individually going to have so much better years, especially Conforto if he leaves. Guarantee he has so much better year.
I don't know, though, dude, because you think of Conforto, he's dying to stay with the Mets. He loves the Mets, dude.
Morris is the agent. That's a problem.
That is the problem, I guess. But, I mean, okay, of course, we'll kind of see what happens. I could not imagine the Mets picking him up next year after free agency. If they do, it's going to be cheap, and he's not going to like it. So I guess it matters how much you want to play with the Mets. But, I mean, it is what it is. At this point, they get swept by the Cardinals, and at this point, the Mets have to win every game of the season, and hopefully the Braves and Phillies.
Oh my God! Oh no! Sorry.
Fly out?
Fly out.
Did he tag up or no?
He's still at second.
Oh my God, dude! Was it hit that deep or no?
I feel like he could have gone.
Center field, dude. Why didn't he run on that? Did he even try to tag?
I don't think so, bud.
Jesus. All right. But dude, my whole thing is honestly, I think he wants his payday. He mentioned it.
He does.
I guess, before the season. probably will take the qualifying offer.
James Pond, no time, no care. Lindor's a bust. I'm sorry, bust.
He has been a bust, but he has been playing well of late.
He's been playing well of late. He's been playing well defensively all year. Not a total bust yet. Definitely a big adjustment coming over from the Indians. You have to admit. So
Mary Material, take it easy, Mike.
I would.
Wow. I can't believe you're saying that to me. That's really rude.
Come on. Come on. She's not rude.
I still can't believe
I know.
so well pitch. I'm sorry. Tony.
She's the best.
I mean,
We
I'm
love
just
you.
being organic here.
I mean, I would believe it, dude. Great little.
Dude, he's been pitching well, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Miss with your location, sure, but you had to, like,
Wild
throw that
pitch, dude.
ridiculous? Like, come on. And now we're down to 2 outs, Glaber Torres, 1-1 count. It's like,
This is the moment, bud.
this is the
Oriole
moment, but I
killer.
feel terrible.
Here we go.
Anyway,
No,
dude.
it's over.
Dude. Back to the Mets, right? So
How
I
are
wanna-
the fries, Aunt? Your
I-
mom wants to know.
The fries, I mean, they're not bad. They're typical I feel like bowling alley fries. Not great, but they're good. They suffice.
They do the job.
They do the job. Buffalo chicken, boneless buffalo chicken wings.
Fire.
Very good. Very spicy. Reminds me of Applebee's boneless buffalo wings, which I know it sounds funny, but are really good.
Yes, I agree.
They are better than Buffalo Wild Wings, honestly.
I don't quite agree there. Maybe comparable.
The boneless is, though. They're
Comparable. I
like the comparable.
Comparable, yeah.
Comparable is like
It's
they're
fair,
even.
Tony. It's fair.
I know what comparable means.
No, you don't know.
I know what comparable
No,
means.
you don't. No.
Chicken tenders, above par, I would say.
Bowling.
Chicken tenders? No? Have you had one?
No, my
Crispy.
food is here. Haven't eaten it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's hurry up now.
No.
Tenders, crispy, very, very good chicken, not chewy or whatever, too fatty. But anyway, the Mets, right? I don't know if you've heard the story today, dude. Article written in the New York Post.
Kyrie Cohen.
Apparently, a unnamed anonymous source who's a former executive in MLB,
David Sampson. Marlins.
David
No,
Sampson.
it's not him.
No, well,
It's not him, but that's what it was rumored
That's
to be.
Right.
Let me get to the story, Bart.
I mean, I already heard the story, Tony. You don't need to tell me again.
They
I
haven't
am
heard,
just
maybe.
kidding.
Maybe
I'm
they-
just kidding.
Well, I know. So it's ruined, dude. Anyway,
No, keep going. No one knows the full story.
anonymous source, whatever, has reported to the Post, that the Mets will be having a hard time hiring a new president because
Hitting
of the
over,
way
no runs.
Steve
Sick.
Cohen tweets. They don't like it. So Steve Cohen, of course, this is, a story that was printed on the front page in the sports section, maybe not very, well
Torres.
worked out.
Lines out.
Lines out.
Was it close? Like,
No.
was it right to the shortstop?
Yeah.
Was it weak or no?
It was very weak, actually.
No way.
Very, very
Oh
weak.
my God! I see. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm sorry. I'm a mess about this game.
I'm gonna go bowl. You guys can kind of, I guess, take over the rest
Finish
of the show, dude.
this story on
Abreu warming
the
up.
drama queen that Steve Cohen is.
So he starts going out tweeting. He's like, "Hey, any fan who can tell me who guess
Yes,
correctly
yes,
who the
yes.
right guys, you'll be in my box watching games." First top 3 fans tweeting, I think maybe 8 times in a half hour about this morning. So causing a lot of commotion and everything. Names David Sampson, the former president of the Marlins.
Yes.
Who was fired by Derek Jeter when he took over the team and everything. And of course, we're listening to the Michael K show. They have him on. He denies everything, which, I mean, honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. But essentially, that they're talking about how, someone's going to not want to be the president of the Mets because of the way Steve Cohen tweets to his fans, tweets just in general. Which, honestly, personally, for me, dude, I can't really follow that. I feel like, Steve Cohen is he's a man. He is honestly the fans' owner. Granted, he's not done a great job. It's his first year being the owner of the team.
Great.
Michael K he made a good point today where the fact is Steve Cohen wants to win and he has lots of money. It's a matter of just him kind of adjusting to taking the ownership role of the New York Mets. Obviously, you're being in the New York market, which is tough. You're being on a New York baseball team, which has struggled.
I'll add to this
for
when
the
you're
past
done.
20 years, dude. They haven't been home a championship for so long. Obviously, the fans are already kind of fed up with it. And obviously, all the hype coming up with Cohen being the owner, with Lindor coming up. He had a lot riding on him, dude. So I don't necessarily agree that the Mets will have a tough time finding a president. If they toss enough money at him.
Uncle Richie,
no. Hold on.
Uncle Richie, my guy, Michael, go.
Hold on, real quick. I know, Tony, I know. But, Tony, I will add to this and say in any sports organization, in any whether it's pro, minor, or whatever, Tony.
Yeah, I got you.
It takes at least a year for the new regime's blueprint to be implemented. So right now we're still on, what are the owners before?
Wilpons.
The Wilpons. We're still in the Wilpon smog, I would say. And it's going to clear, I feel like, for the Mets. It's just a little early. You know what I mean?
It is a little early. Give them a year.
And Uncle Richie, who cares about the Mets? Put the Yankees in combinate.
Uncle Richie, I cannot wait.
Matt's on his way, by the way. Just
thank God.
Matt's on his way, folks. The Yankees
Richie,
are over. Talk about tomorrow. Yankees are on.
The
Uncle
Mets
Richie,
are over.
Too much wine, bud.
Too much wine. Anyway, Uncle Richie, I cannot. Uncle Richie, I'm wearing a Red Sox jersey next Saturday of the game. I'm telling you right now, Red Sox jersey. They get swept by the Red Sox. Can't wait. Am I right, dude?
Who's getting swept by the Red Sox? No, but seriously.
Bottom of the 10th, man on second for the Baltimore Orioles.
You even listen to me at all, dude?
Sorry.
Do you listen to me at all?
There's a
We're
red
here to
flag
watch
alert.
the game, dude.
Uncle Richie said Yankees are over. So does that mean like first pitch, Richie Martin hits a single? In the
it's bottom of the 10th, 0 outs, man on second.
I have this stream, but I'm concerned he's watching it live and it's already happened. Tell me that couldn't happen.
I think Uncle Richie's fat thumbs maybe pressed a little too hard.
But then why did he say talk about tomorrow?
Well, he's also saying, why are you scared?
Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. I can post it for you. I'll show you.
No, I don't
Why
know.
are you scared?
I'm sorry, Tony. It's do or die. I can't help myself. This is
you
what
know
a
what,
fan
dude?
goes through, though. Tell me it's not.
Well, when you're on a show, Barnes, you have to be a little bit unbiased, dude. You have to be a little bit in the middle here.
But we're organic. We don't do that.
No.
And I'm so concerned that Richie Martin, I'm going to see on my screen in a second,
All right, dude,
is going to hit a
let's-
walk-off single.
Put the phone in front of that camera right there, and we'll watch the game, dude. And then we'll get taken down because you're streaming the game.
They're going to take us
Oh, you're
down.
watching the games?
Yes.
Me too. I am too.
But honestly, I think Uncle Richie would have said Orioles win by this point if they actually had.
Yankees still on. I
so hope the Orioles win
Thank
right now.
God,
I would be
but Uncle
so
Richie's
happy
going
if the
to
Orioles win.
blow the surprise here. But I'm going to say,
I won't
Tony,
let him. I won't let him.
Listen, Michael too. I understand what you guys are saying about Cohen. Got to give him time, but at the same time, he also has to take responsibility for the fact that he rushed the extension with Lindor, and the fact that he kept Rojas.
Damn,
and he
man
brought
on
back
first and
Sandy
second.
Alderson. There was
Right,
no
first and third.
urgency to bring back Sandy Alderson.
No, I wouldn't say
Man
there
on first
was,
and third.
But I mean, in terms of Rojas, I would imagine you give Rojas some more time as well. Rushing the extension with Lindor, I think in the long haul, honestly, won't be a huge mistake, dude. I mean, Lindor
punted.
needs that adjustment as well, dude. Like I said, playing for Cleveland is totally different than playing for the Mets. From the fan base, from the style of play, from everything about it, I really do think Lindor will come around. Offensively, that is.
But you have to say, Tony, I agree with you.
Oh, underperforming for sure, dude.
That doesn't even get to the beginning of it. Like, it's insane. Like, okay, difference, but that would be him hitting 250 and hitting 25 home runs. Then I would understand. But hitting 220, hitting under 200 most of the year, no power, no excuse for that.
No, I mean, you're totally right. But again, dude, I think there's going to be a time for adjustment. I mean, no one expected a new owner to come in with new players and to win the World Series. No one really expected that.
I have to, just ask you this question.
Come on, dude.
Tell me your number one pet peeve when you're watching the Mets.
Man on second and third now. Base
You
stall.
hate, in a do-or-die situation, you hate seeing the infield in.
Yes.
Hate it. I don't care. I get the whole thing. And just play them back because at least I feel like you have a shot. Once the infield's in, you hit your spot. It's done.
It's done. Exactly, dude. I mean, you have to. At that point, it sounds like you have no confidence in the fielding and the speed of your players, dude.
Dude, now the bases are loaded. No outs.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm listening to
What
you.
did I just say?
No. So my point is, Tony, tell me there's not a middle ground here with the infield in. They play them so in, they're up on the grass. Why can't you just play even with the bat?
Bases loaded. Bases loaded.
No,
Bottom
you're
of the
totally
10th.
correct, dude.
Bases loaded.
I don't know what it is,
It's
dude.
the bases.
The bases.
No, but instantly, I think it's over. Infield's in, it's over. Less than 2 outs, infield in, it's over.
You're giving up. You're handing it. Here, take the game. You win.
I mean, dude, it's bases loaded, bottom of the 10th, 0 outs.
Oh.
I mean, this would be the ultimate Houdini. This would be a Mariano Rivera.
Strike one.
There is no way, dude.
No outs. I mean,
Wandy.
That's oh my God. Who? Oh, John Sterling. His favorite thing to say right in this situation: a fly ball. All you have to do is a fly ball. Well, right now, John, we don't want a fly ball.
All right, real quick. Infield in first and third, bases loaded, no
2
outs.
strikes.
Everyone's commenting.
0-2.
I just want to give credit. Strike two. Swing
I think you're
foul
behind
tip.
us, dude.
Who, me?
Yeah, it's been 0-2 for us.
Yeah. Damn, dude, I'm on Streamies.
So get out of streaming.
Yes, network.
Well, I want to be able to watch it, but you guys are watching it.
Anyway, dude.
I'm bugging. I can't help it, Tony. I'm bugging.
Mets season, after getting swept by the Cardinals, after taking 2 out of 3 against the Yankees, which is what they needed to do, performing against them, swept against the Cardinals, it's going to be very tough for them in the playoffs. It's even more tougher than before, dude.
Talked about this the other day. You know, my whole thing with the Mets, nothing to do with your fandom of the Mets, but it's completely over. There's literally a 0%. I'm sorry. They have to
not zero,
lose
it's like
2
14,
games,
I think, or something.
2 games the rest of the way to make the playoffs.
It's possible.
I think it's possible.
Thank you very much, dude.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. It's better for them. Better to clear out.
You spit on. Oh no.
No, dude. Strike out. 1 out. Tony, you know it. But you're telling me you don't want sweeping changes? You would rather have them rally to make the playoffs?
There's going to be changes regardless, dude.
But you know they're going nowhere in the playoffs, so why do you want them to make the playoffs? I'm sorry, that's something that's 0%.
You know why? You know what's
to
tough?
watch the Mets in the playoffs.
The only thing that's tough about the Mets is you don't know when DeGrom's going to come back, and I know at the All-Star break I predict the Subway Series. But the one thing in the back of my head that makes me not think the Mets are going to get there is the DeGrom thing.
Right.
But then the other thing on the side of my head is like if they do make it, and then it's like they get through the wild card, all that bullshit, whatever they got to do. DeGrom comes back and they make it. That'd be a 6-story too from the Mets angle.
It would be, dude.
It would be, but I think very low percentage he comes back. I mean, I think
very low.
already decided
Yeah.
it's zero, literally dead zero at this point for DeGrom coming back. I'm serious, dude. Like, they want him to be part of the future. They don't want him to get hurt. I'm serious.
No, you're totally
We're a
right,
fledgling team. They don't want to do
It's
that.
not going to happen.
So,
Anyway,
1-0 1-0. Series with the Phillies tomorrow.
Right.
At home. I thought it was at Citizens Bank. It's at home.
Did I?
Yeah. Oh. Did I really say that?
I don't recall.
No, I recall. That's why I brought it up. And it's 2-0, and I'm feeling great, dude.
Uh-oh. It's crazy how quick his mood shifts, even
It's
when their base is
ridiculous,
loaded.
dude.
But then a double play. Oh, they're going to win. But a double play tough. Austin Hayes, who hit the home run last night, don't feel great. 2-0. It is Wandy Peralta. He's done it before. Let's do it again, but I still don't feel great.
I don't feel great at all. I have no confidence. Almost 0%.
2-0 pitch. And it's 3-0. 1 ball away
Walk
from losing the
the
game.
runner in. How embarrassing is that?
I'll give it a 0%, Tony. I'm chasing myself.
0% that they're going to win or that they're going to walk?
That they're going to win. 0%. I hate to say it.
Well, I really hope they lose right now so we can move on.
We are moving on. Philly series, how do you feel? I mean, any shot
Double
there?
play, bet your dollar, Uncle Richie.
No way. I mean, I don't know, dude. Phillies,
Harper on fire.
Harper on fire. Didi, Wheeler.
He's got to step off the rubber. The Phillies, I mean, really underachieving this year and last year.
I mean, I guess you could say that, but I mean, they really kind of been doing well. Like
They kind
since
of,
the
but not
All-Star
really.
break.
This team talented enough to win a division, and I don't think they're winning the division. So that's
It's going to be hard for them to get past the break.
touchdown, Washington football team. Terry McLaurin.
Love to say that.
He's good. Ohio
we gotta
State
announce some
product.
games, dude.
What you said?
We got to announce some games.
Oh my God.
Maybe Sacred Heart games.
They're booked up.
I don't think those. So they're always looking.
Well, that's because they already talked to me.
Baseball, maybe.
Baseball would be sick.
Sick, dude. I'd even start with women's softball if I needed
The
to.
3-0 pitch. Put me out of my misery. Strike!
No way.
Strike called. Change up.
Anyway, dude, it's going to be tough for them to kind of to beat the Phillies, honestly. I mean, I feel at this point the Phillies have better starting pitching. They have more offense.
Right.
And you could argue their bullpen is up there with the Mets, especially the way the bullpen has been. It's going to take a lot, honestly, for the Mets to kind of succeed against
It's
the
over.
Phillies.
They lost. Ground ball. They should have fielded it. Of course, they have the stupid infield end, so they don't.
Wow,
Sorry.
they didn't.
I mean, tell me, did you see that ground ball though?
Yeah.
How do they not field that?
It's pathetic.
But the infield was in, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I just looked at it quickly and got tight. I'm Tony. Listen,
No, that's it, dude. Sorry. I pretty much said what I wanted to say.
I mean, it's raw emotion, though. Is it not?
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's the Orioles. It's a pathetic performance. You waste 12 strikeouts from Montgomery.
I mean, you had it all year, pathetic performances against the Orioles. So why are you surprised?
I mean, you finished the year, 19 games, 11-8? Or no, 12-7, 11-8, yeah.
11-8, dude.
11-8, that's
Against
so bad.
the worst team in
The Rays
baseball.
have lost one game. To the
One
Orioles.
game against that. That's why they're in first place. That's why they're a good team. That's why they will succeed in the playoffs. Because those teams,
Michael, help me out.
like they should,
Help me out. Like, what do I
beat
do here?
All
the
I can
teams
say is
that they should be beating.
to make you happy, Barnes, is the Mets are more mathematically out of the equation than the Yankees.
Yeah, they're half game back of the wild card now.
It doesn't even matter. dude.
It's okay.
The Orioles are
Barnes,
going to be
it's okay.
losing over 100 games this season.
It doesn't matter. All they have to do is win.
If you can't
You guys have
beat
to do a
the
lot
worst
more.
team in baseball, how are you going to beat a good one? How will you
Because they
beat
clearly
a good one,
underperform against the trash teams.
dude? Yeah, clearly.
Mets, Orioles.
Tony,
And they don't do well against the Blue Jays, who are a better team than them.
Tony, this
They
is
don't do well necessarily against the Rays.
my mindset, and I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but just thinking about next season. My strategy here:
They haven't done phenomenal against the Red Sox.
you sign a top shortstop. I like Corey Seager, left-handed hitter, good fielder. I think he'd be great. You package Voit and Torres, and you get a controllable pitcher, 26 years or younger. What do you think?
Shortstop? You said get a new shortstop?
Pitcher,
Oh.
pitcher,
What was
26-year-old.
the first thing you said?
Controllable
Shortstop.
pitcher. No,
Shortstop.
I said you sign Corey Seager to play shortstop.
Shortstop. Corey Seager?
Yes.
Really, dude?
I mean, I don't want to sign Javi Baez.
Marcus Simeon? Free
Uncle
agent?
Richie, let's bowl.
I like Seager.
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 But
You're
Marcus Simeon, dude, you don't have Simeon?
older. He is older. And I think he might be a flash in the pan. He's in a very good lineup with Toronto.
He is in a
I
very
don't
good
know
lineup.
if he could have whatever. I mean, what does he have, 40 home runs at this point? I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, I don't think he can replicate
That is tough, dude. But all right, I like Corey Seager as well. And then what else did you say?
And then I said trade Voit and
Trade
Torres.
Voit
I
and
don't
Torres.
know who the pitcher is, but I'm saying a controllable pitcher. Like one name that would just come to mind, he's not available, but someone like Ian Anderson. I would trade those two for Ian Anderson. A younger guy, tons of potential.
Connecticut
That's what we
guy?
need. Is he really Connecticut?
Yeah, Ian Anderson is.
I did not know that.
Yeah, dude. I believe it was Ian Anderson.
And
Braves.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind Noah Syndergaard on a one-year deal, honestly.
I mean, we'll kind of see what happens. But, dude, getting rid of Voit, really? Voit
Well,
and
but the thing
Torres
is,
for the good
The pitcher has to be Ian Anderson's level. If it's not, you keep Luke Voit. I think it's 3 years under arbitration.
Right.
You're not going to get – you have to get value back. That's why it's like, okay, we're going to trade Gleyber Torres, but we're going to get John Lester back.
Right.
Then you're better off
So then you're
keeping
keeping
Gleyber Torres.
You're keeping Rizzo.
So you are, but I don't want to go more than 3 years, and I don't want to go more than 75 million.
I like it, dude. Honestly, because I mean, you have an overload of players now. Honestly, at this point, especially at first base, you know, like it's tough, dude. Because then you're playing Stanton in the field because you need to have. Luke
He's
Voit
good in the
at
field.
DH.
He's played good
No,
in the
he
field.
is exactly. He is. But at that point, you're kind of forced to always play him to keep Luke Voit at DH. Because how could you not play Luke Voit? You know, like because you're keeping Rizzo at first base.
Voit
How could
shouldn't
you
play
not-
first. He sucks.
Exactly. So Rizzo's way better at first defensively, but Voit is way better offensively, right? So I kind of like the move, especially with the way Kluber's been, Tejon. I mean, your starting pitching has not necessarily worked out as you hoped it to be. You know, your rotation has not worked out as you hoped it to be. So pick up a pitcher like Ian Anderson. Obviously, again, you said Ian Anderson not available.
Jason Libertelli, I'm here for the bowling as well. a live 300 would be, and I quote, legendary.
So pumped for that.
I would be very hyped up right now.
Well, we have to get
not
through.
that way,
No,
dude.
well, this first game,
Yeah, warm-up game.
it's a warm-up game. We're doing the
Right,
warm-up.
dude. So
But-
I like your moves, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think they work, and then possibly
Wow, Uncle Richie Barnes is calling you out. Forget about next year. This year is not over.
Uncle Richie, this year is not over, but
Where's the nachos, Mary Materiella?
our backs are
I
against
think
the
they're up
wall,
there, dude.
and we just lost to the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, you know what I mean, Uncle Richie? I hold my team, just like you do, to the highest expectations, and to have a fledgling season like this, embarrassing losses, it just, that's not what the New York Yankees are about. And losing a game to the Baltimore Orioles 3-2, not getting one run in extra innings with a ghost runner, I can't accept that. So to me, that feels like it's over. Obviously, hindsight, it's not over, but you just made it even harder for yourself.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, it's definitely going to be way harder now. I mean, again, we've talked about it. Margin of error is close to slim, and losing a game against the Orioles is not the way to move forward. Not the way to make.
Where's the
playoffs.
nachos? The Yankees are losers.
Your nachos?
Mary
No,
Materiella.
I got
What did you order?
tenders, fries. I think they're over there. But before we move on from baseball, one last question.
What do you
Tony.
got, dude?
Dying to ask you this, okay? So in my opinion, move-wise, where the Yankees have failed the last 5 to 7 years is they don't over-aggressively attack the starting pitching market. They always want to go bargain bin,
Right.
Tyone, Kluber, etc. And they are way too cautious with their prospects. And sometimes I think that ruins careers, like Chance Adams a couple of years ago, and possibly already like Debbie Garcia. Did you feel me there? Does that make sense to you?
No, I think you're totally right. I mean, you know, Tyone and Kluber obviously were a little bit of a toss-up. We talked about them when we previewed the season.
One guy, I guess it's been Tyone if you had to say.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I guess you can say him, but, you know, Kluber getting injured, these pitchers who were good but have not pitched a lot in the last couple of seasons, it was a big toss-up for them, and it kind of bit them in the ass. It caused a real big issue for them in terms of their starting rotation. And then, you know, Cole getting a little bit rocky this season with, you know, having a hamstring issue, with getting, you know, blown up a little bit after the whole Spire attack. They're not saying it was Spire attack, but during that issue, that kind of narrative, you know, he was not pitching as well. I think they really have to just buckle down and pick up someone who's big, who's reliable, who they're going to have to pay for, but who's worth the money. That's what it comes
he
down to.
said
You
he doesn't
get
want to
what
go
you pay
there.
for.
I don't care what the years are, what the dollars are. I want Max Scherzer.
Oh my God, dude!
I swear to God,
Mad Max.
I'd give him a 7-year contract. I'm not even kidding.
So would I, dude. He's not showing any decline. He just got over 3,000 Ks career-wise. His third immaculate inning he got just the other day as well. I mean, the guy is unbelievable. He is unfazed by anything, dude. Talk about someone who's so focused, who's just dialed in. His mental game is bar none to anyone else.
And I really wanted him at the deadline. I think he because 10-5, whatever.
Right.
He wouldn't have accepted a trade there.
No.
But hopefully they do that. But like we said, let's finish out this year. It's a tough loss. I know. Just got to move on. Indians at home tomorrow. What else do you say? So we'll see what happens, of course. A couple of things before we close out here. First, we had first event of the 2021-2022 PGA Tour season, the Fortinet Championship, Napa, California. How nice would it be to be playing golf, Tony, in Napa? Little
Valley,
wine. Seaver had, I think, a winery out there.
I bet you the vineyards, the golf, the
Yes.
weather. Oh my God, it would be amazing, dude. Should not be on the approach with your slides on, Matt. Whatever, dude.
So back to the golf. Your leader, Ches Reavie, the former Traveler champion, tournament champion, a couple back, 7 under par.
Right.
We have Cameron Triangle tied with Adam Hadwin at 6 under. And I wish I could say it, but he's not even in the top 10 with ties. I want to say Harold Varner. But he's not there.
Dude.
But first event of the season, golf is golf, Tony. Golf is golf.
is
It's fun
golf.
stuff.
The first time you said that name, was it for the U.S. Open? No.
No. It was the playoff.
The playoff.
Yeah, like the.
I just lost it. Harold
Northern Trust.
Varner.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
my
funny.
God, dude. Have a beer. Thanks, Renee. Take
We'll
a
see
fry.
what happens, but it's the fall season. Tiger always sat it out. Now it's a lot different. The points for the FedEx Cup, it's all
Right.
equal, and they even give first-time winners or people who aren't eligible a chance to go to the Masters. So these tournaments, you get a better field.
Right.
I think. John Rahm's in the tournament. Phil
John
Mickelson.
Rahm.
But he struggled. He's not on the top of the leaderboard. Honestly, no one I really even recognize. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Max Homa, I guess you want to say, tied for 4th, 5 under par. But great tournament. We'll see what happens. Last year, Stuart Sink, 58 years old, won this tournament. You never know what'll happen. Maybe Phil gets in the mix. He was leading early. Let's see what happens. That being said, the only other thing I got here, in progress, 7-7. 9-12 left in the second quarter. Tied between the Giants and the Washington football team. Redskins driving 20-yard line, going out. What do you expect to happen here?
20-yard line going out. I would say they get stopped, dude. No way.
But I'm saying the game, Tony. Like the
I
final
think like
result.
right now.
Yeah, the end result, Tony.
Oh God, dude.
I think it's going to be
9
a
minutes, the second-
field goal for the Redskins
I
for the
think
win.
it's going to be
that Antonio Gibson?
I would say 27-24 Giants.
Okay.
Dude.
Giants, I like the defense. I like the guys they brought in on offense. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Daniel Jones is not a winning quarterback. He turns the ball over too much. I think he's 11 games under 500 as a starter. He is trash and never should have been the 6th overall pick in the draft.
Law of averages, Barnes. They will not be starting this season again 0-2.
This would be the 5th straight year. But also, law of averages, Daniel Jones in his career, 4-0 against the Washington football team.
Oh, well, I think my law of averages trumps your law of averages.
Wow.
So
This, that, we'll see what happens.
27,
Uncle
24,
Richie, Giants
New York
lose
Giants.
27-14.
He's a Jets fan. Go cry about it. Uncle
All right,
Richie?
guys,
Yeah,
I
he
think
is.
it's
Big
bowling
Jets
time.
fan.
It is bowling
I think
time.
we're beyond bowling
We're going to be
time.
right back, guys. We just have to move some cameras and some lights around, but we shall be back. And while you guys wait, we're going to put on something really nice for you.
Oh,
How nice of you, Michael.
how nice of you.
I'm pumped to bowl up.
We're going to go
Pump the ball, I'm gonna win it all,
blue.
dude. Haven't
And
bowled. Haven't really rolled very well. Haven't bowled in like over 2 years.
we'll be right back.
Can you smell it?
What? No.
There's a life force in here tonight. I see potential. I see a famous rap artist. Being an only child, educated entirely by private tutors my whole life, I'm looking forward to interacting with children for the first time. I'm gonna teach you, and I bet you might teach me a little something also. Those of you from Western Pennsylvania probably know my father, Tony Perkis Sr., the lighting fixture king. All the lights you'll see around this camp have been donated by him. But I'm gonna do old Dad one better. I'm not gonna give you a light. I'm gonna show you the light. Hey, who wants to be on TV, huh? That's Kenny the cameraman. At age 12, I weighed 319 pounds. I eat success for breakfast with skim milk. That is out of here, mister! Come on, you devil lug! I'm dogging it, Pat! I'm dogging it! You think I'm crazy? I'm not crazy. I just believe in you. And I believe in you. Call an order now. All right. Let's go get our hands dirty. Right.
I'm feeling skinny, Tony. You're the fattest boy in camp. You've broken my camera!
Attention campers, tonight's lecture is liposuction, option or obsession. Oh, well thank you for telling me how to run my camp that I bought. What? I'm still your friend. Come on, give me a hug.
Who would like to own up to this treasure trove? Whose wonderful candies are these? Oh, look, a deli meat.
Anyone who brings candy into this camp is not your friend. He is a destroyer.
Candy belongs to Seymour Butts.
Who's Seymour Butts?
Nobody see more butts than you, Uncle Tony.
You picked the wrong man to mess with. Hey, I like comedians. Perhaps I can book you on a tour. Attention campers, lunch has been canceled today due to lack of hustle. Deal with it. Put the fruit trays away. The insects will be out soon. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, Muscle weighs more than fat! Gerald Garner. Step on up, Gerald. You've gained 9 pounds. Have you been cheating? How can I sell an infomercial about fat kids who can't keep their piggy little snouts shut? Okay, turn on the camera. Get off the scale. All right, fine. I blame myself. You know what? I don't blame myself. No, not this time, Tony. Excuse me 1 second. How you doing, little Tony? Bad? Why do you feel bad? Because everything's falling apart and I can't do anything about it. It's not your fault. I know it's not my fault, but whose fault is it if it's not my fault? It's their fault. That's right, it's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. You have failed and you will pay. Pack light, boys. The party's over. Healthy. Oh, healthy. Ooh, the fat man is gonna tell me what's healthy.
Look, I'm just saying that I think to subject the kids.
You know what? It's funny. Nobody really cares what you have to say. You're a negativity spreader. You're contaminating my well, Finley, and I won't have it. This is the day when we separate the men from the boys. Just Father Sky, Mother Earth, and your dear old Uncle Tony. Cody wants to have fun. All right, Cody. Let's have some fun. Why don't we rock Jerry's world, huh? Well, congratulations. You've just joined the 76% of Americans who forget to stretch before physical activity. Don't be frightened, Nicholas. I'm a beaten man. You've been a good guard, Nicholas. Strong and fair. Your queen would be proud.
Oh, that was wonderful! Woo! So entertaining! The cinematography, the editing techniques. Oh, I must say, the villain was a bit over the top.
I think we're good, dude. All right. We are. Oh! Dude, I look over what time? You're like,
Can you smell it?
What? No.
There's a life force in here tonight. I see potential. I see a famous rap artist. Being an only child, educated entirely by private tutors my whole life, I'm looking forward to interacting with children for the first time. I'm gonna teach you, and I bet you might teach me a little something also. Those of you from Western Pennsylvania probably know my father, Tony Perkis Sr., the lighting fixture king. All the lights you'll see around this camp have been donated by him. But I'm gonna do old Dad one better. I'm not gonna give you a light. I'm gonna...
And we're back. We're ready to bowl. We got Renee up first.
Renee, what do we got?
Our first round here after our Sports Board episode.
Yeah, love to see it. There's Renee. Let's look at some form. The old one-step approach.
Right together. Bumpers not up tonight.
A little bit of a late
and
release.
We do have a gutter ball.
And you hate to see it. Late release is going to go left every time, dude. Mike is adjusting some camera, dude. So.
You're saying practice game. I feel like every game's a game. I'm ready to go. And you know what?
No,
an open frame. I'm still feeling over 150. I really am. especially after this Yankees loss.
Oh, God.
My frustration is going to be on the bowling ball.
Well, here's
Ready?
Renee again.
Here we
Renee
go.
stepping
Go ahead,
back,
Renee.
starting further away. 1, 2, and 3 steps.
That looks
Earlier
pretty good. That
release,
might be
looks real
a
good.
strike. Oh,
We got
7.
8 pins,
8.
dude. The old gutter
Next
8,
up,
dude.
Mr. Barnaby.
Mr. Brian Barnaby. I am excited to see this, dude. I will critique some form, dude.
All right, so they're saying that we got kicked off YouTube because of Pack It Up live stream got clapped due to background music.
Oh, no. That's tough, dude.
We could always, everybody go to Facebook.
Let's watch Barnes.
How we doing, folks?
1, 2, 3, 4, and the
Brian.
5 step.
Barnes, a little bit to
Whoa!
the right. And that looks like it's going to be a
Oh.
one-pinner.
Hate
And then
to
in the
see it.
gutter.
Looks like a
Barnes is
one
Quite aggravating,
hitter.
Tony. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's a little tough, dude. You know, and
He's a little
his
tight.
whole body a little crooked to the
Spin
right.
over the
That's
plate.
why his ball went to the right, dude. You spitting, dude?
No, it's not mine. It's Barnes.
Oh, okay, dude.
Yeah. Come on. Here it is. Second attempt.
Starting way more left now, and a little bit
Way more
closer to
to
the
the left.
lane. Oh, a few boards over left,
To
dude.
the right, and
Coming up
that
with
was it.
5 more pins, 7 total for
His
that
name
frame.
Hercules.
Hercules, I think is Mike Vielfil. Let's go, Michael.
I'm just saying I need to get a roll.
Oh yeah, dude, we'll put your name in.
Yeah.
We'll put your name in.
Or I'll just
Go for Renee. It's not a ball for me, no way, dude. Nah.
You're not that good.
You go after me.
I know you got
Oh,
your
yeah.
shoes and everything.
I do have my shoes on.
Look at them. Can we show the camera the shoes?
There's no one on camera right now. I can't do it, dude.
Ready?
It's my shoe, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, we're ready, Michael. What do you got, dude? So ball in the center of his body, not a great shoe.
Here's Michael.
Oh,
Little
the
air to start. There it is.
Oh! Oh, the
Fucking
niner, dude.
Pinner.
You know, it looks like the 5 pin.
Pinner.
Yeah, they call the 5 pin the idiot pin, dude.
No shit. Really,
Because it's the easiest pin to hit.
Whoa, no
So
way.
let's see if Mike can pick it
So
up,
if you
dude.
hit it, you're a real idiot.
If you don't hit it, you're a real idiot.
Oh,
Look at Barnes behind us
better.
on his phone, wondering why the Yankees lost. What do we got, Michael? Nice and straight, bud. Nice and straight.
Drops it.
Oh,
and he's gonna miss it.
opportunity.
He stomped his foot,
Model.
dude. Hate to
Hate to
see
see
it.
that.
Oh, I think I'm up now.
Meanwhile, in the NFL, Giants have
Meanwhile.
138 rush yards compared to the Redskins like 63.
Look at you going on Sports Sport, huh, dude?
Killing him.
Rushing. It's a tie game, folks. Giants, Washington football team tied. Giants are making a push for the end zone here. And Tony's got some sort of looks like rosin, dude, from the pitcher's mound
He stole it.
from City Field. And he got the hairnet on his shoe from his mother.